What is holding you back in your life right now is not your ex, it's not your bank account, it's not your job, it's not your past. It is your mindset. And until you change this one mindset, nothing in your life is going to change. Number one, the mindset that is keeping you stuck is the belief that your past defines your future. You have successfully convinced yourself that because it did not work, it will never work. You have digested it and internalized it and convinced yourself of this, which is not true. You keep measuring your future by your past. You have convinced yourself that you're too old to start, you're too old to do it, nobody wants you, you're not pretty enough. Because you have failed once, you will fail again. People like you never get second chances. You've internalized all these things and you strongly believe them. This is a fixed mindset in disguise. And I know because I used to be like that as well. Because I started YouTube so many years ago and I worked hard for it and it never worked. Oh, how come it never worked for me? Oh, I was that. Oh, that means it's never going to work. That means I wasn't born for it. Oh, that means that I said those things to myself and much more so many times. And guess what the result was? It never worked. Let's take a step back and think that where does this mindset come from? And when you start to think back, you start to realize that this awful mindset comes from probably having experienced so much failure, so much disappointment, maybe childhood trauma, some patterns in your life with your parents, maybe even from church, maybe from your personal experiences with people who are supposed to be leaders in your life, with authorities in your life, or maybe even church culture. And I'm going to stir the waters here, but hear me out. Maybe it comes from church culture. We identify struggle with destiny. We spiritualize stagnancy. Oh, maybe God doesn't want it for me. It is not my destiny. That is not God's plan for me. So that is why it did not work. That is why it will never work. But here is the truth. God to know is not always a rejection. Sometimes it's a redirection. I'm going to say it again for the people at the back. God to know is not always a rejection. Sometimes it is a redirection. Likewise, God's not yet is not the same thing as it's not yours. It's not the same thing as a no. So what do we do? That leads us to number 3, breaking away from this mindset, breaking away from this thought process, breaking away from your past. You have to say it to yourself and strongly believe it. I am not my past. I am who I choose to become today. I am not who I was yesterday or last year or 10 years ago. I am not the failures of 5 years ago. I am not the failures of 10 years ago. I am who I choose to become today. God's mercy and grace are refreshed every new day. There is the grace for today. You are not operating on the grace of 20 years ago. There is the mercy for today. You are not operating on the mercy of 20 years ago. God's faithfulness never changes. And He is faithful to you. You just have to believe it. You just have to know it and step into that reality. So your mindset needs to shift from that of survival to that of becoming, to that of emerging. Let go of the old. Let go of the burden of the past. Let go of the guilt of the past. Let go of the weight that is holding you back and keeping you grounded. Begin to see yourself as becoming. Say to yourself, if I didn't see my past as restrictive, what would I do? What would I try? How would I go for it? Would I go again? Would I do it again? Would I try again and again and again? This mindset is what is going to unlock everything. New energy to even try, to even dream. It will open you up to new relationships. It will open your mind to new ideas, fresh ideas. It will open up your spirit as well. It will give you the courage to try again. You have to say to yourself, I am not behind. My past is not my story. My future is bigger than my past. What I was is not what I will always be. I am not behind. I am becoming. Say it to yourself right now. Say it with me. I am not behind. I am becoming. Number 5. Now, this is where the magic is. Because we are saying right now, you might be feeling energized, and I hope you are. Your faith is being renewed. Your energy is coming back up. You're actually believing it. But the moment you step out of this video and life starts to happen around you, your mindset might start to shift again. Maybe when you're done listening to me, life happens, you get an email from your boss, you get a complaint from somewhere, something that you thought was going to work and ends up not working, and then you want to revert back to that mindset. You're not going to do that, because with this number 5, you're going to do micro shifts in your mindset, because you're human. And you're not wiping the slate clean. So you're still going to have those memories of the past. But what you're going to do is make minute or micro or little or small intentional shifts in your mind. Don't try to change everything at the same time, because that might end up being overwhelming for you. And before you know it, you're back at that place of, oh, why do I even try? Instead, change it and then a little. So how do you do that? Instead of being judgmental, be kind. Don't say to yourself, oh, why am I always so messy? That's why it never works. Say to yourself, I'm a work in progress. I am learning. I am becoming. I'm changing. It won't always be like this. I'm getting better. I'll keep trying to be better. Say those things to yourself. Shift your morning routine. Start your day with God. Start your day with the Word of God. There is power in the Word of God. You read some verses sometimes and your mind just starts to burst with excitement and you rejoice at the Word of God. Imagine God telling you, before I knew you, I formed you. He said, I created you. I made you. I will carry you. That's what he said. That I didn't say it. So I'm reading the Bible during that season, and that was what I saw. And I was like, wait a second. Come to think of it, I didn't create myself. There is someone responsible for me. There's a manufacturer. If something is going wrong, then I'm going to go to the manufacturer. And his word is telling me, I got it. You need to spend time with the Word of God, so that it can renew your mind. So it can help with the process of renewing your mind. You might not want to hear this, but you need to shift your circle. I'm not saying you need to cut off your friends. I'm just saying you need to shift your circle. Your circle can be the pages you're following on social media. What are you consuming? Maybe your timeline is filled with gossip and conflicts and horror stories and this and that. Nothing that is helping your mindset. Or maybe your timeline is filled with all these people that are flying first class and business class across the world, 20 days in a month. They are living this life that seems unattainable to you. And so because of that, you say to yourself, you will never get there. What are you consuming? That could be the circle that you need to shift. It could be your friends as well. Maybe the people around you don't believe in you. Maybe they're not encouraging the new you to emerge. You need to shift your circle. Even if you don't cut off the old ones, you can decide to surround yourself with new ones. Surround yourself with new people, new materials, new podcasts. What are you hearing on a daily basis? New voices in your mind, new voices in your head. Who are the people that are speaking into your life? Are they speaking life into your life? You need to shift that circle. Remember, growth is not loud. It is layered. When a woman is pregnant and the baby is growing for the first 3, maybe 4 months, sometimes even 5, depending on the people, you will not know that there is a woman that is standing in front of you and she is pregnant. You would not know that there is a woman right in front of you and she is 5 months pregnant. But there is growth taking place in her inside. So growth is not loud immediately. It is layered. So allow yourself to grow in your mindset, and your mindset will then reflect in the choices that you make, in your daily activities, in what you do to yourself. I had to learn that I wasn't broken, that I wasn't a failure, that my mindset was the problem. And the moment that shifted, I'm telling you, clarity came. Even my husband noticed. It looked different, even on my appearance. Clarity came, joy came. I knew what to do, and I began to do it. And let me tell you, I enjoyed doing it. So tell me, what is that mindset that you're struggling with? Tell me in the comment section. I want to know. And I hope this video has been valuable for your time, and you've learned a way to shift your mind and to tell yourself that you're deserving of more. You're worthy of more, because until you believe that, you will keep settling for less. If you were wondering, hi, my name is Joyful, and if you're interested in becoming a new version of yourself in every sphere, then this channel is for you. I do hope this video has been value for your time and you have learned at least one thing. If you have, then please give the video a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to see more videos. I'll see you in the next one.